Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about the luxury handbags that I don't think look classy. Now this video is actually inspired by a video that popped up on my YouTube feed by School of Affluence. She did a video on luxury bags that she doesn't think look classy. I thoroughly enjoyed that video, so I thought I'd do my own take on the topic. But I'm going to say some of the bags that I have included on my list I actually own, because not every single bag in my collection needs to be of a classy aesthetics, and I'm totally okay with having some classy looking bags and other bags that are more trendy or more practical but aren't the most classy looking bags. So this video isn't about don't buy these bags because they don't look classy, which was the point of School of Affluence's video, but my video is more about these bags that don't look the most classy, but if you love it and you're not going for the classy look for the day and you're going for different looks or different reasons of using the bag, then totally go for it. As you'll see, I do own quite a few of the bags on my list. And of course, as always, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Isabelle and I do videos on luxury, fashion, and a few other bits and pieces. If you're interested in any of these topics, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button so we can be friends here on YouTube. And don't forget to press that bell button next to the subscribe button as well so you're notified every single time that I upload a new video. With that out of the way, let's get started with my first pick. So first up is the Chanel Le Boy bag. Of course, I love this bag and that's why I have this bag in my collection. But when it comes to a classy looking designer bag, this is definitely not the first one on the list of classy bags. I think that this is a more edgy looking bag, and I'm not saying that everything that looks trendy can't look classy, but a lot of the times classy bags don't look the most trendy. So I'd rate this more towards the trendy side. I mean, look at this chunky chain. There is nothing classy looking about these really chunky chains, and the whole style of the bag as well. I would say that this is a more casual bag and it is a great shoulder or crossbody bag. And in my opinion, shoulder bags and crossbody bags are not the classiest silhouettes. So although I do love it, this is not a classy bag in my opinion. Next on my list are camera bags in general as the silhouette. Camera bags are really convenient, really comfortable to wear. It gives you the option of being hands-free because you can wear it as crossbody. They're secure, they look fabulous, but if you ask me if they look classy, I don't think they actually look classy. I wouldn't wear a camera bag with a classy outfit such as a really nice neat looking dress or a pencil skirt or anything. I just don't think the style goes with a classy look. And that is not to say that I would not wear it. As I mentioned, I absolutely would wear a camera bag, and that's why I have two camera bags in my personal collection. I mean, if I was going for a bag that was a little bit more versatile and maybe I can make it work for a classy look, then maybe this YSL bag's a little bit more versatile because it has a more classic vibe to it. But even then, a camera bag won't be my go-to when I want to look classy. Instead, I would go for something like this one over here. So this is a Chanel mini flap and it does have very similar features to a camera bag. It's got the long chain that you can wear as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag so you can be comfortable and you can look a little bit more casual, but it does also dress up really nicely and it can look quite classy because of the Chanel classic look to it. So this would be something that I'd go for if I like the convenience of those long strap bags but not camera bags. Next up is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag. I mean, tote bags in general, I don't think give off a very classy vibe, but the Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag, a lot of people call it a basic bag, and I don't really agree with it because I still absolutely love using my Neverfull bag because it is such a functional bag. But I do understand where they're coming from when they say it is a very basic bag, in that you see them so frequently on so many different people. You see so many fakes of it. I know that any designer bag will have knockoffs, but the Louis Vuitton Neverfull and the Speedy, the fakes of those bags are just everywhere. And some fakes I can totally tell they're fakes, and others I'm sure are higher quality and it is not as obvious that they're fakes. But these Neverfull bags, if you're going for a classy look, they're not the most classy looking bags. Instead, if you're going for functionality, you want a functional bag that fits in everything that you need, like a laptop, your lunch, you know, spare clothes or anything like that. Of course, this is such a nice bag. And depending on how you dress it, of course, if you're a classy looking lady in general, then of course this bag can look look a bit more classy on you than on someone else. If I was going for an entry-level Louis Vuitton bag and I want a practical bag that can fit quite a bit but something that looks a little bit more elegant, I'd go for a top handle silhouette. So I would much prefer a Speedy over the Neverfull if you're going for a more elegant look. So I do have my Speedy 30, which was my very first designer handbag. If you compare the two of them, they are both very popular first designer handbags, but you can see that the Speedy has a more feminine look to it. Top handle bags always look much more polished and more elegant, so I would definitely go for the Speedy instead of the Neverfull. Next up is a bag that I don't have in my collection and I don't have any desire to add to my collection, and it is the Balenciaga VILLE bag, if that's how you pronounce it. It is a nice silhouette. It does have a very classic silhouette to it, but that huge Balenciaga logo on the bag just doesn't go with the overall shape and aesthetics of the bag in my opinion. And the font of the Balenciaga, that bold sort of boring font, I just don't get it. The bag itself is more rounded and feminine in shape, but that font and how big that bold writing is, it just doesn't go with the overall silhouette of the bag. And it looks like a cheap copy of the Louis Vuitton Alma bag, which has been around for a long time. If you guys have this bag in your collection, please don't get offended by what I say, because not every bag that I buy has to be something that you would buy. You might not agree with the bags that I buy, and vice versa. If you guys love a bag and you buy it and I don't agree with that, that is okay, and that's what makes this world so much fun, because everybody is different and there is something for everybody out there. So please don't take offense, but I would much rather go for the original Alma bag. I mean, I don't know if I can call it the original, but this is the oldest bag design I know that had this sort of a silhouette. This is my Alma BB in the epi leather in Coquelicot color. And in my humble opinion, if you're gonna go for that silhouette, I would much rather go for an Alma bag, which has history behind it. I'm pretty sure Louis Vuitton designed this bag for Chanel back in the day. She wanted a handbag that she can carry every day, so Louis Vuitton designed this for her. And everything just works in this bag. The soft shape on the top, the rounded corners. So it's a very feminine bag and it doesn't have any loud logos that takes away from the classy look of the bag. So yeah, not a fan of the Balenciaga VILLE bag and not a classy bag in my opinion. My next pick is the Chanel wallet on chain. I know I'm gonna get so much hate for this because so many people love that little bag and so many people rave about how practical it is and how beautiful it is. And I do agree it is a really nice bag, but in my opinion, it really looks like a wallet with a chain on it. And again, please don't take offense to this because this is just my opinion. I feel like that Chanel wallet on a chain, to be really honest, I feel like it looks like you wanted to buy a Chanel bag, but you settled for the wallet on a chain because of its better price point. I would much rather spend the same amount of money and add a little bit extra and go for the Chanel mini bags, which actually looks like a proper bag rather than a wallet that just had a chain on it. The next on my list are mini bags that are just way too mini to a point where you can't even fit anything. So I can think of the Gucci super minis, also those ridiculous triangle bags from YSL, and a few other bags that I'm gonna pop on screen. I mean, you can't even see those bags. You might have a gorgeous classy outfit and carry this tiny little bag. It does not only look unproportional to your body, it looks ridiculous and it's not even practical. A lot of these bags, you can't even fit your phone inside, let alone your minimum basic daily essentials. So you're carrying something pretty much for the look of it, but I just don't think it looks classy. And I do love my mini bags, but things that have gone to a point that they look so ridiculously small, they're smaller than the size of my hands, no, I don't think they're classy at all. And this list would not be complete without me talking about some really loud logo bags, and of course I'm gonna be talking about the Louis Vuitton monogram bags. They're very classic bags. The print has been around for a long time, but especially on bigger pieces, the monogram can look a little bit excessive. And again, the monogram has been so overdone by the fake designer bag industry, and a lot of the monogram bags from Louis Vuitton has a more entry-level price point. So even a lot of teenagers these days have have the monogram bag. I never had a monogram bag in my teenage years, but it is just the way things are going. And you can just imagine how those teenagers dress, and it really looks great on them. They're young, and of course they're gonna experiment on so many different styles, but they don't always dress classy. So yeah, monogram bags from Louis Vuitton, not always classy. So if I'm going for a more classy look, I would much prefer the damier ebene print, like this one over here. Or I'd go for a more plain sort of epi leather with no loud logos on it. So in general, I feel like having a lot of logos plastered on your bag is not the most classy looking. And just point out the fact that I still own 2 monogram bags in my collection. So I've got the Pochette Métis, and I also have my beloved Neo Noe, which is my most used bag of all times. So obviously, I still absolutely love and adore monogram bags, but I would much rather go for something else for a more polished, classy look for the day. If you like the topic of looking classy, I did a whole dedicated video on how to look classy, so I'll leave it right here on screen, so be sure to check it out. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today, and I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys!